Welcome to the Jones Life Stories, where ordinary moments ignite extraordinary change. Imagine a woman stepping into the heart of Manhattan's financial elite, her simple linen shirt a stark contrast to the gleaming wealth around her. This is Elena Royce, a 39-year-old legend in finance, armed with a double MBA from Oxford and MIT, endorsements from global banking CEOs, and 15 years steering top investment funds in Zurich, Singapore, and Boston. Today, she's not here to climb the corporate ladder. She's here to test the very recruitment system she designed a decade ago for Altera Group, a financial titan managing trillions for governments, tech giants, and old money dynasties. Dressed in a crisp white linen shirt, cream trousers, and flat shoes, her canvas tote holds only a notebook, a pen, and a worn copy of The Wealth of Nations. Her mission? To ensure the system she built for fairness still stands. But what she's about to face is a crucible of betrayal, mockery, and corruption that will test her resolve like never before. Buckle up, because this story will grip your heart, challenge your beliefs, and inspire you to rise above. Stay tuned, hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to the Jones Life Stories for more stories that spark your soul. The Altera Group's headquarters towers over Manhattan's skyline, a glass monolith radiating power and prestige. Its lobby is a cathedral of wealth. Marble floors gleam under a chandelier the size of a small car, gold-trimmed elevators hum, and leather sofas bask in prismatic light. Altera is no ordinary firm. It manages trillion-dollar portfolios for the world's elite, its boardroom hosting Nobel laureates, and its executive suites a revolving door for Ivy League pedigrees. The company's culture is ruthless, where appearance is as critical as aptitude, and the wrong suit can end a career. Altera's Instagram flaunts its executives in Armani and Rolexes, a curated image of untouchable elitism. This is a world where status is armor, and outsiders are crushed without mercy. Elena Royce steps into this arena, her presence understated yet striking. At 39, her hazel eyes hold both warmth and steel, her dark hair pulled into a low ponytail, her face bare save for a touch of lip balm. Her wealth, tied to her husband's tech empire, is vast but invisible. She prefers it that way. A decade ago, as a consultant, she designed Altera's recruitment system to prioritize merit and fairness, ensuring talent rose above bias. Now, posing anonymously as a candidate for Global Strategy Vice President, she's here to test if that system still holds. The stakes are high. Her reputation, her legacy, and the integrity of a system she poured her heart into are on the line. The receptionist, Chloe, a young woman with a slick bun and diamond studs, glances at Elena's simple outfit and smirks. "Interview candidates use the side entrance," she says, pointing to a glass door. Elena nods, her tote slung over her shoulder, and follows, ignoring the whispers from suited executives nearby. The side entrance leads to a sterile hallway where other candidates wait, their bespoke suits and leather briefcases a stark contrast to Elena's simplicity. Lia Tate, in a Gucci skirt, points at Elena's tote, laughing. Is that her briefcase or a grocery bag? Jared Hull, a pre-selected candidate in a pinstriped suit, tosses a crumpled dollar bill at her feet, sneering. "For your dry cleaning." The hallway erupts in chuckles as Ethan Crane, sporting a Rolex, snaps a photo, posting it to a group chat labeled Altera Wannabes with the caption, "Hat Budget Candidate." Lia's chant, "No suit, no shot," echoes as phones record, the video hitting Instagram with 10,000 views, each comment a fresh wound. Lost in turn. Cleaning crew. Elena's fingers tighten on her tote, her hazel eyes burning with restrained pain, but she stands tall, her dignity a quiet defiance against their cruelty. At the Jones Life Stories, we know that true strength doesn't need a designer label. Keep your fire alive, like, share, and subscribe. In the interview room, a sleek conference space with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Manhattan, the panel awaits. HR Director Michael Callahan, a barrel-chested man in a $5,000 suit. Senior Manager Vanessa Clean, her red lipstick stark against her tailored blazer. And Director of Operations David Reese, his cufflinks glinting as he flips through papers. Their eyes rake over Elena's outfit, their smiles thin and predatory. Callahan leans back, chuckling. "Are you the actual candidate? I thought you were the coffee lady." Vanessa smirks, adding, Is this how you dress for an interview? No one told you Alterera has a standard. The air thickens with her judgment, a palpable force meant to crush. Elena's voice is calm, measured. Please review my resume and let's begin. Callahan snorts, tossing her file aside unopened. We'll get to that, he says, his tone dripping with condescension. The panel's questions are perfunctory, designed to dismiss. When Vanessa asks about mergers, Elena begins detailing her role in a $50 billion deal in Singapore, but David cuts her off. Sounds like assistant-level work. The room laughs as he flicks on a projector, displaying a slide titled Candidate Attire Standards with a red X over a photo of a woman in a linen shirt eerily similar to Elena's. This is you, he smirks. Callahan interrupts her next answer, shouting, Speak louder, we can't hear you over that outfit. Vanessa slides a 5-page financial test filled with contradictory models, saying, Oh, and this is due in 3 minutes. The panel snickers as Jared peeks in, winking at Callahan. The sabotage is blatant, a spectacle meant to break her. Elena's pen pauses, her hazel eyes narrowing, but she writes steadily, her composure unshaken. The slide is screenshotted, posted to the Alterera Elite's Slack with the caption, #DressToFail. Each share is a public crucifixion of her dignity. At the Jones Life Stories, we celebrate resilience in the face of cruelty. Hit that like button, share the story, and subscribe to join our journey. The mockery escalates. Callahan grabs Elena's test, tears it in half, and tosses the pieces onto the table, roaring, This is what we think of your skills. Vanessa stands, her heels clicking, and points at Elena's tote. Check that bag before she leaves. Wouldn't be surprised if she's got company pens in there. The security guard, Victor, smirks and steps forward, his radio crackling. Open it, ma'am, he says, implying guilt. Elena calmly unzips her tote, revealing only her notebook and book, but Victor shakes his head, muttering, Shady. The panel laughs as Jared snaps a photo, the flash catching Elena's face. The image hits Twitter, tagged, #AlteraraReject, racking up 5,000 retweets in minutes. Outside the glass walls, the other candidates form a gauntlet. There whispers a chorus of scorn. No wonder she's failing. She looks like she shops at thrift stores, says Laya. Another, in a Tom Ford suit, adds, Bet she's never seen a boardroom. Their laughter echoes as Laya's TikTok, stitching the footage with her commentary. This is why Alterara's elite. Hits 50,000 views, each share a public shaming. At the elevator, junior HR staffer Emily Voss smirks. Wrong floor, hun. Janitors use the service lift. The hallway erupts, the candidates' laughter ablade. Callahan storms out, holding Elena's unopened resume, and shouts, Don't bother coming back. You're blacklisted. He tears the file in front of the candidates, the pages fluttering to the floor. Vanessa follows, kicking Elena's copy of The Wealth of Nations toward her, sneering. Take your little book. Jared yells, Back to the library, as the security guard chuckles, his radio buzzing. The video of the resume shredding goes viral, #AlteraraElites trending with comments like, She deserved it, no class, no chance. Elena picks up her book, her tote heavy with betrayal, and steps into the elevator, her head high, her hazel eyes fixed on the doors, her calm masking a fire within. At the Jones Life Stories, we know the darkest moments birth the brightest victories. Like, share, and subscribe to witness the comeback. 10 minutes later, the boardroom doors swing open, and Gideon Price, Alterara's CEO, strides in. At 50, with a sharp jaw, silver-flecked hair, and blue eyes that could freeze a room, Gideon is a legend who built Alterera into a global powerhouse. He doesn't glance at the panel, his steps deliberate as he approaches Elena, escorted back by his assistant, Lucas, in a navy suit. The room's air shifts, the panel's smirks fading. Gideon stops before Elena, his voice low and resonant. Madam Chairwoman, I apologize for keeping you waiting. The room becomes a tomb, the panel's faces draining of color. Elena unbuttons her coat, revealing a gold-plated badge. Chairwoman of the board, Elena Royce. She turns to the panel, her hazel eyes icy but calm. I didn't come here to apply for a job. I came to assess whether the recruitment system I built remains fair. And the answer is no. The panel's arrogance collapses into terror. Callahan's face goes ashen, his $5,000 suit no shield as he stammers. "Chairwoman, this is a mistake." Vanessa's heels tremble, her red lipstick stark against her pale skin as she whispers, "No one told us." David's cufflinks clink as his hands shake, the projector still glowing with the mocking slide. Elena pulls a tablet from her tote, displaying a live feed of the Alterera Elite Slack, exposing their captions. Hashtag Coffee Lady Crashes, and hashtag Dress to Fail. "You built a culture of corruption," she says, her voice lethal, pinning each panelist. Lucas projects her badge on the wall, chairwoman of the board, as gasps ripple through the hallway candidates, their phones dropping. Gideon's blue eyes darken, his voice a growl, "You're done." The panel's careers evaporate as Elena's power reshapes their world. Elena steps forward, her tote on the table, her voice steady. 10 years ago, I designed Alterara's hiring to prioritize merit, skills, ethics, and vision. Today, you've shown me it's a marketplace for bribes and bias. She slides a folder to Gideon, detailing Jared's $200,000 donation to Callahan's private fund, bank transfers, and emails from Vanessa promising Jared the role. The panel's eyes widen, their hands trembling. Gideon's voice a steel. Effective immediately, Mr. Callahan, Ms. Clean, Mr. Reese, and Mr. Hole are suspended pending investigation. Victor, the security guard, pales as Lucas escorts him out. By noon, Alterara's board launches a full probe, uncovering a network of paid positions and discriminatory practices. Callahan's fund is frozen, his $5,000 suit no shield as he faces fraud charges. Vanessa's LinkedIn is flooded with hashtag Bribe Queen comments, her consulting gigs canceled. Jared's finance career tanks, his pinstriped suit a memory as firms blacklist him. Leah Tate and Emily Voss, who leaked memos mocking candidates, lose their jobs, their social media suspended for hate speech. Elena's investigation doesn't stop at suspensions. In a chandelier-lit boardroom, she convenes an emergency meeting, her linen shirt radiant as she presents a dossier of 20 managers linked to the bribery scheme. The board, once dismissive, sits frozen, their tailored suits no defense. "You enabled a system that sold trust for cash," Elena says, naming Callahan's deputy, Sarah Holt, who approved Jared's deal. Sarah's face pales as security escorts her out. The Financial Times live-streams Elena's speech, her tote on the podium, Alterera will lead by merit, or it will not lead at all. Social media erupts. Hashtag boardroom boss trending, each post a testament to her fearless authority. The Wall Street Journal runs a front-page story, Alterera scandal, bribery and bias rock financial giant. Hashtag Alterera shame trends globally, with users posting, "They mocked her shirt, now they're unemployed." The hallway candidates, once Elena's tormentors, face a public reckoning as Lucas streams the interview footage to Alterara's internal network. Leah's Gucci skirt wilts as her TikTok mocking Elena flashes on screen, her face crimson. Jared's dollar toss replays, his bravado exposed as gasps fill the hallway. Ethan Crane's Rolex glints as he tries to flee, but security blocks the doors, his photo post now captioned hashtag career killer online. Elena stands at the room's center, her tote on the table. "You judged me by my shirt, not my skills. Now the world sees your character." The footage hits LinkedIn, racking up 5 million views, each comment cheering. They're finished. Elena is a queen. The candidates' careers implode, their elitism a public stain, their fear of Elena's power a lesson etched in their downfall. Hashtag Royce rules, trends as her justice prevails. Elena doesn't stop at suspensions. At a press conference, in a navy blazer with her tote on the podium, she announces Alterara's new recruitment policy. Applications will be anonymous, no names, no photos, only skills. The crowd roars, cameras flashing. The Royce standard bans appearance-based evaluations, mandating blind reviews. Forbes calls it an earthquake in executive recruitment, with firms like Goldman Sachs and UBS adopting similar measures. At Davos, Elena challenges CEOs to adopt blind hiring, her hazel eyes pinning a trembling bank executive who once mocked her work. His apology is tweeted live, hashtag Elena effect trending as 50 firms pledge reforms. Back at Alterera, the panel's desks are cleared, Callahan's awards trashed, Vanessa's designer pens confiscated, Jared's framed MBA tossed in a bin. Employees watch in awe as Elena walks past, her flat silent, her voice calm. This is what accountability looks like. The Economist cover, The Chairwoman's Revolution, features her linen shirt, now iconic. Elena's influence extends beyond Alterera. Her foundation launches a global initiative training 10,000 women in finance to navigate bias, its workshops packed with stories of discrimination. Her husband, Nathan Royce, a tech billionaire, supports her quietly, his Gulfstream parked at Teterboro. The boardroom where she was mocked is renamed the Royce Conference Center, a nod to her legacy. Letters pour in from candidates worldwide, sharing how the Royce standard gave them hope. Elena reads each one, her hazel eyes bright with purpose. Alterara stock stabilizes, but its culture shifts, the Royce standard rooting out elitism. The company's Instagram now showcases diverse hires, its chandeliers dimmed by Elena's light. Callahan, Vanessa, Jared, Laya, and Emily fade into obscurity, their bribes and TikToks a footnote. The world knows Elena not as a billionaire's wife, but as a force who turned scorn into systemic change. At the Jones Life Stories, we celebrate her grace, her power, and her unwavering belief in fairness. Her white shirt is an emblem of resilience, proving that true strength needs no title, she is the standard. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Jones Life Stories for more stories that inspire you to rise, shine, and change the world.